It was always Juan Carlos Vidal's dream to raise his Colombian-Cuban family in a town like this. Centrist, middle-class, all-American Allentown. So many other Latinos have followed the same dream that this part of Pennsylvania now has a Latino hardware store and signs for Goya beans. But this year, there's something new. Latinos who traditionally vote in high numbers for Democrats are talking like this. You're saying you're undecided?
Undecided, but most likely for Bush.
In this political swing state, Republicans say they're cutting into the Democrats' traditional edge among Latino voters.
Hispanic population, by having members in the Republican Party and Democratic Party, calls attention to itself. And both parties have to fight for it.
And that means that Democrats have to fight harder than ever.
How about you, guy?
Hispanics make up just 11% of possible voters, but increasingly they're moving to battleground states like Pennsylvania.
Many Latinos, they don't understand the difference between the Republican and Democrats. And as a Democrat, not necessarily as a Latino, but as a Democrat, I feel that it's my responsibility to educate them.
Latinos voted Democratic in the last presidential election by 62 to 35%. A significant gain for the Republicans over previous totals, yet Democratic sentiment still runs strong. How many of you in this election are going to vote Republican? Okay, so just 3 of you. How many of you are going to vote for John Kerry? And how many of you are still undecided? Swing. Lifelong Democrat and local newspaper columnist David Baida founded a Hispanic Chamber of Commerce in the Lehigh Valley. He wanted to empower the region's fast-growing Latino population. What he didn't expect was that half of his board would be Republican.
I can see erosion taking place, and the reason that erosion is taking place is because the message that is being given by the Republican Party is resonating with the Latino community.
That message includes an appeal to some Latinos' religious opposition to abortion and gay marriage, and to immigrants like Juan Carlos, who feel safer with President Bush.
I think they're shifting towards Republican and towards George Bush more than Republican, just because of the fact that national security is an issue, in my opinion, for the Hispanic community. They come from Latin America because they want to have a safe and prosperous life.
Vincent Thompson says Latinos crossing parties are a misinformed minority. He says there are many reasons why Latinos should stick with the Democrats.
They tend to go towards Bush because of tax purposes or otherwise. But they don't see the overall picture, or like I said before, they're not as sensitive to see what the people that are basically working for a living have to go through, and how they're losing their job, how they're losing the insurance, how they're losing, their 401ks.
Who Latinos believe will address all those issues most effectively could determine which party gets the edge among these unpredictable voters.